Um, so I'm not good at this. Oh, sorry. I'm not good at this update thing for Ecuador. Um, because I want the video. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you what happened. This has nothing to do with my Ecuador update, other than this is why it's late. Um, my phone is out of storage, and normally I just do the little video on my phone and upload it straight to YouTube and then link that YouTube into my email, and you get it. Well, I'm out of storage, and so then I was trying to find a good time where I could sit down in a quiet space, not my car, where I could use my computer. Anyways, so I'm at my church in our basement where students gather, which sounds weird, but anyways, and hopefully I'll be able to do a quick little update for you guys. Today is Sunday, and I'm filming this about 6 days late. I wanted to do this on Monday, and I didn't. So, but I'm just gonna so we had a training last Sunday, and so the first Sunday I told you guys that we talked about our story, and so then this past Sunday, our training was on God's story and how to share God's story without it being super confusing, super long, and too many words, because the idea is that we're going to be able to go to Ecuador and tell the native people there God's story, and then they can continue to share that with other people in their community. So if we have this super elaborate story, then it's very hard to communicate that multiple times again and again and again and again. We don't want the message to be lost. So they, E3, the organization I'm going with, so I'm looking at myself instead of looking up here. I'm not good at this. The organization we're going with has a training tool called 3 Circles where, I think I even have a paper. Sorry. Oh, hi. How cute. And I can kind of show you, demonstrate it for you guys. My arms are so short. I'm not a short person, but I feel my arms are little. Anyway, so the 3 circles are exactly what you think, 3 circles. So we're actually going to get little whiteboards and a dry erase marker, and we're going to do this by drawing. Some of you may know the cube. That was the Jesus story. So it's a modified version of that with drawing, so that people don't need to have a cube. They can just draw. We could do it in the dirt if we wanted. So the 3 circles are, we start with saying, there's a story that's changing the lives of people all around the world. And then they're ooh, tell me the story, right? That's the idea. And so then we start off by saying, there's just a lot of brokenness in this world. We can see it everywhere, right? We have war, we have disease, we have just angry people, depression, anxiety is at an all-time high. We have alcoholism and drug abuse. We have body shaming. All of those kinds of things are a reflection of our broken world that we live in. And so then we draw, oh, that was a terrible circle. We draw a world that looks broken. Well, mine looks weird. Hold on, let me try to make it look less. I don't know. Let's see if you can see it. That's my world, and it is broken. And then, so we talk about that and how people try to escape the broken world, but they can't, and then they just end up right back where they were. And then we talk about, this is a very condensed, shortened version. I'm kind of giving you just a rundown. So, sorry. Then we talk about how God is a God of love and how he created Adam and Eve, and they were really close with God, and all was well in there. And God was hey, don't do that, eat from that tree, and they sinned against God, and it caused a separation. So this is this is what we do, this is what we draw, and we talk about Jesus, how he came down from heaven and died on a cross and then resurrected, and so he conquers death, and that's how we find redemption. Basically, that's the quick version, is he's giving us, he came to our broken world. So these 3 circles connect, right? We live in a broken world. God didn't intend it. He brought us a solution. Jesus created a way out. So he came into this mess, and then he was hey, and then we are oh, I'm going to surrender to you. Woohoo. We have a way out. Oh, I'm supposed to draw a door. That's my way out. Okay, so there's the way out. And then you're like, sweet, redemption is over here. That sounds terrible, but okay. So then we have redemption and we get to come back to this place. So that's what we learned. That's what we talked about. And we also talked about what we're going to do to celebrate with these people when they accept Christ. And having that conversation of just rejoicing with them and praying with them, but then also helping them do this part and setting up a time for us to just continue to like further their knowledge on that so they don't feel completely unequipped. And we talked about like how we're gonna approach these people and being prayerful now about it, and also knowing that because we're being prayerful now, and God is doing all of this work, right? Like we are His vessel, and He's doing things through us, but it's ultimately His handiwork, His ability to save all of us. And so we talked about like houses of peace, so basically, or people of peace, who are people that God has been preparing their heart to come. And so then when we talk to them, because we don't want it to be like this debate. That's not why we're going, right? So if we meet people and we start to tell them what we're doing and they're not interested, then like that's our cue to go. So we just talked a lot about that. And I just want to like thank you guys so much for supporting me in prayer. And sorry, I thought I heard something. I'm like at church by myself, and sometimes there's weird noises and it kind of freaks me out. But being prayerful with me and supporting me financially has been huge. I am so close to my goal. I still need more. So if you feel like you want to send your girl some love through money, I am grateful for that. But I don't want there to be pressure on that. That is not what I'm here to tell you. And so far, things have been pretty good. I've experienced a little like, I don't know, I'm having a lot of stuff happen here that is distracting me from preparing my heart and my mind for Ecuador. So if you guys could pray with me in that as well. There's just like spiritual warfare manifests itself in so many different ways. And I was expecting to see something really challenging come up. This was the way that it's coming about, though, is not what I was anticipating, and it's been a huge distraction. So I've been very distracted since I've signed up pretty much. I'm very prayerful and hopeful and expectant to see God, but I'm also like a little bit stressed about just other life stuff, not even going to Ecuador. So I won't go into any more detail because I'm at 8 minutes and 4 seconds. And so this video is a little bit long, I think. I don't know, like that people want to watch this for too long, so I don't want to like take up too much of your time. I do want to just let you know I am super grateful. This is what we're working on. This is like the thing that I'm practicing. And if there's a way that I can be praying for you, please reach out to me. I don't want this to just be like all about me, because it's not about me. It's about Big Eye upstairs and expanding His kingdom. But also, like, I just think that this could be a really cool way for me to connect with all of the people that are supporting me. So if you guys need prayer, please let me know. And I will be back in hopefully an actual week, not two. All right, love you.